Hey guys, it's Sid with SVTPerformance.com, and I've got another tool tech video for you, again featuring my 1966 F600 bucket truck. I mean, look at it, it's glorious. This one, I'm going to show you guys one of my new favorite tools. It's this Borescope camera from Depstech. I picked this thing up on Amazon, and if you go back a few years ago, I did another tool tech video on a Borescope camera I got from Amazon. This one that I did then just plugged into like a computer. It had a USB connection. It was super cheap. This is much more expensive, but much more professional. I mean, for one thing, it looks like it comes with like a $30 hard case, so that's super nice. But pop it open. Now this is what you got in here. I've had this thing in and out a few times and played with it quite a bit, and I want to roll in some footage as I go along on this. But this is one of those tools that if you own it, you will find more uses than you can imagine for it. So on the 66 here, she's got an old 2-barrel 361, and I used it to borescope the cylinders, especially on this side. The exhaust had been open, and I wanted to take a look down in the cylinders and see if the bores had much corrosion or anything like that in it. They look pretty good, and that's one of the great things about this is this thing records, so I can share that footage with you here. Not only do you have this full color display on this thing, and batteries built into it, it has an SD card that comes with it. It can record, it can take photos, it can take video, so that's really cool. I can share that kind of stuff with you in the future on more videos. This is the actual camera. Actually, this tip here, I guess if you want to get really technical about it, this is your camera. It has many LEDs in the end of it, and it also has a little camera here on the side, and you can switch that with just a push of the button here to flop it 180 degrees, and it works great. I mean, I can't tell you how fantastic this thing works. One of the things I really like about this versus that old one I had, the old one, it was just a wire, so it was loose and floppy, and I would oftentimes, if I wanted it to go, you know, more than just like that far, I would have to tape it on to like a straightened out coat hanger or something like this. This thing keeps its shape, no matter, you know, how you bend it, keeps its shape. That's pretty nice. But let me get this thing together and I'll go through some of the features. So with the sun, it's kind of hard to show you a camera on a screen with polarization, and this has a polarized filter on it and all kinds of stuff. So it's really tough to see, but basically I've got the camera pointed down here. I've got adjustable light settings. I can take photo or video. I can switch the camera angle 180 degrees. There's just a ton of features on this thing. And I'm going to be using it in quite a few more videos that you guys will be seeing in the future. But if you really want to see how good this thing is, just check out the difference in quality on this versus the old camera that I had that I did in the old YouTube video. And I'll put the link in the description below to this product, the old video, everything, if you want to go back and see that. But just check out this video. This is actually my old jet ski that has a blown motor that I have not fixed in many years. I'm embarrassed to say that I haven't. I just put it in storage. I haven't had time working on beautiful things like this old Ford truck here. But it has damage to #1 cylinder on it. It overheated. It's a mud dauber. Again, like I said, I live in the jungle down here, so you have to deal with jungle insects, but it got into the cooling system on it, blocked it off, caused an overheat condition on #1 cylinder. It's a 2-stroke, melted the piston, but just look at the damage that's in the bore of this thing. Now compare that to what the old camera looked like. You know, the difference is obvious on the quality, and the ability to have this screen right here in front of you and see it in real time and not have to have a massive laptop or something sitting out beside you or have to prop your phone up. This thing will just stand up where I need it to be. Super nice. So I can't recommend this thing enough. If you guys are looking for a really good quality Borescope camera and you want to take video, especially for YouTubers, I mean, I don't consider myself a YouTuber, but look where this video is. So it's on YouTube. It's super handy, and it's great for showing off internal images of engines or anything, really. I mean, if you have to pull wires through a wall and want to know where they're going, I've used the Borescope camera for that. So it's one of those tools, if you own it, I think you'll find tons and tons of uses for it. I know I have, and I know I will continue to in the future. It's a great quality product too. I mean, I've been using this thing for probably about 3 months now on several different projects, looking in the engine on this truck, the engine on that truck. Yeah, I've got a big Ford truck problem, so they tend to multiply like rabbits around here. But I've been using this thing on all of them. Enjoy it. And if you guys are interested, like I said, I got it on Amazon. It's not cheap. It's an investment, but I think it's one that a lot of people will find a lot of use out of and find more jobs for it than they could imagine over the years. So sorry for this abrupt cut here, but in my haste to get out and play with this thing a little bit more, I forgot to cover a few features that I think might be important to you guys who are thinking about picking up one of these things. And first is, it comes with an SD card installed right here. And you notice it also has a USB port. That's because it doesn't take external batteries. The batteries are internal. It comes with a USB cord. You just plug it in to charge it up. And I've been using this thing for months and it still has not come off a full battery. It's impressive. It doesn't use a whole lot of battery life to use the thing. Something else that's pretty cool, you see you've got the LEDs over here on the camera. You got controls. If you want it brighter or darker, you can lower the level on the LEDs. So pretty cool. You can completely turn them off, turn them on, crank it up, however you like to do it. You also have this 180 button. I know I showed that a little bit earlier, but I want to show you exactly how it works. Is press and hold it and you'll see it switch to the camera on the side here. So that's pretty cool. Got that double switch there, and it's the same deal. The LED can be dimmed or turned completely off or cranked way up, just depending on what the situation calls for. Last thing I wanted to show you, and this can be super handy. It comes with this little vial here with a hook attachment and a magnet attachment. You can see the magnet right there. That goes on the camera, and let's say you drop a bolt like I've done in the valley of a 6.7 Power Stroke and it rolls underneath the high pressure pump. Well, that's basically impossible to see and get at with a regular stick magnet, but you can put this attachment on here and jam this camera back in, look at your screen, follow it back, find that bolt, pick it up with the magnet and pull it out. I've never done this, but if you happen to lose one down an intake manifold, this could be invaluable. I mean, you could more than paying for your time and labor if you had to pull a head off to get a bolt out of a engine. This thing could do it. So pretty neat. Thought you guys might like to see those little features. This thing comes packed with stuff, and like I've said, you'll probably find more and more uses for it as you go along. Like I said, links in the description below for that, and I've got a link over to SVTPerformance.com. Got a little article and everything on this. If you guys have any questions about this particular unit, post them up over there. I'll be happy to answer them. I know I'll get to them if they're on SVTP. If they're in the YouTube comment section, I might get to it, I might not. But typically, if you have a question, somebody else is thinking the exact same thing. So the best place to ask it is over on SVTP, because that is searchable. It'll be there forever. And if somebody just Googles that question, it'll come up on SVTP. It's not going to come up in the YouTube comment section. That's just the way it is. So I prefer to answer more detailed questions over there. So links in the description below for that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please consider supporting SVTPerformance.com. We have links in the description below for premium memberships, all kinds of stuff. There's tons of benefits on that. SVTP truly is your source for all the latest news, reviews, and information on your favorite Ford-powered vehicles. And if you are a fan of Ford-powered vehicles, you need to be over there, be part of the discussion. Don't miss out on it. Like I said, check out the links to this thing and everything else, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.